Hey YouTube, well, I'm doing this video because, basically, I haven't done a video in a while. One, because I've tried to stay out of the politics of the world. I don't want to know. I mean, you guys, you always have a new thing to be upset about. It's like a fad or something. Every 6 months there's a new cause to get behind and the whole world tries to burn itself down. Yeah, I don't really be involved in that. That's got nothing to do with me, so... that's personally how I feel about that. But since I like to sort of focus on common sense stuff and just sort of be thinking like, yeah, like what's wrong, guys? Like, can you not see this? All right, I'm going to throw something out there that's going to be totally out there, but it's not really. Okay, in America, around the world, well, particularly America, I don't know about the rest of the world, but they talk about defunding the police all the time. Defund the police. Are you kidding me? People, are you kidding me? Defund the law and order. I don't even know what to say. The logic. There is none. The only people who'd want to defund police are criminals. That's it, because they're the ones that profit from it, basically. I mean, you got to think about it. Crime is all about money, right? That's all crime is. It's just another way of making money. It's just doing all the illegal things to make money. When you want to break things down, that's what crime is. Crime is money, and you're either good at making money, the bad way, or you're not. And thankfully, we have things like the police so that bad things don't actually happen. At least they're kept to a bare minimum. So, guys, I want you to think about all the different things. All right, think about this. All right, so you got people who are terrible drivers, shouldn't be on the road at all. They have their license taken off them. They're that bad. They go out, they get super drunk or super high. They drive their car and they kill people, or they write their car off, or they crash into things, or they do insurmountable damages. And without police, who's going to say, "Naughty you, don't do that. Here's a fine"? Do you think about that? Did you think about the fact that basically, if there's no police, like all petty crimes will be like they're going to be like 1,000,000% worse. There'll be so many petty crimes that it's just going to be like an anarchy town. Like everyone's a John Wayne, everyone's like their own law unto themselves. And honestly, who's gonna, like, how many scores will be settled? Like, no police. Let's go settle those scores with all those people we don't like. Let's go burn their business down, or let's go, eradicate all the competition, all that stuff. I mean, I'm sorry for laughing, but it's just common sense, people. This is why we have police, and this is why we have law and order, so that the general population is protected, that bad things don't happen to people, that criminals do get punished. But if you don't want that, if you think that there shouldn't be police, then I say there's something wrong with your brain. Like, honestly, it'll be so... Look, put it this way. If there was zero police at all, I want you to think about this. In America, okay, I'll give you the statistics of running into a serial killer. All right. The statistics now is, I think it's like I can't remember, I read this. This is going back a long time. When I used to, like, take an interest in all that type of stuff. I think it was like 1 in 24 million or 1 in 26 million or something like that. Like, it's like winning the lotto. Like, you would, that's how unlikely it was to actually run into a serial killer. Like, I don't know if that was just like walking past them in the street, or whether they're actually getting killed by said serial killer, right? With no police, do you think that all those people would be, like, all those people that want to kill other people and do harm to them because they get off on hurting people, or they want to make the world feel how they feel, or whatever, like whatever it is, their reasoning, their psychological babble in their head that's telling them to go and kill other people. I suppose the other one is if they think they're doing a humane thing. apparently. But the point is, Mr. I don't know what. Oh, my other pen's there. But the point is, those people wouldn't even have to hide in the shadows because who's going to even stop them, right? So I want you to think about that. Like, that kind of thing. Like, and you might say, oh, it'll never get that to the point where people like that you would actively go, oh, that's Jim Bob down the street. He's a serial killer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it sounds crazy and out there, but like that's how bizarre the world can get. All right, put it this way: in France, a couple of 100 years ago, when they'd had enough of the oligarchy, monarchy, and that. They literally just pulled these people out of their homes and chopped their heads off with a giant killing machine. Like, that's how crazy the world can get. You think people have changed that much? No. People don't change that much. I'm just saying, like, yeah, just don't be silly, guys. Like, we need the police, all right? They do a job. They do a service for the community. And just because you don't appreciate that service, just because you don't understand it and you've never seen what it's like to be in their shoes, doesn't mean that getting rid of them is a good idea. It's a terrible idea. You get to the point where people would be afraid to even go out of their houses and go to work. Like, the whole thing, you break one thing, one cog in the system. What do you think happens to the rest? It's like, like if you've got no police, then a neighborhood goes down the toilet, the value of everything. Then the banks go, well, we're pulling all our money out of that area, and things like that. So basically, you just got these really bad ghetto areas everywhere. All right. I think I've made my point. I think, yeah, I used a bit of unrealism there and all that, but I mean, come on. I mean, you know what I'm saying is true, all right? At least to a certain extent. Maybe not that extreme, but the point is there, all right? The point is there. We have them there for a reason. Don't be like this, all right? Don't be like this. And I don't want to hear anything about racism or anything like that because the real world is just not like that, all right? There is a lot of things that people don't think about and I don't want to hear about any of that. I'm not here to get involved in other people's political messes with social justice and racism and all that. I don't care about that stuff, all right? It means nothing to me. So please don't bring that up with me. I'm not interested. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to engage in that conversation. I don't want to get in other people's politics, and to me, that's all your own personal issues. Like, I don't want to know about it. Like, it's not my thing. I'm not interested. I just want to live my life in peace. That's it. So, peace out.